Welcome everyone to an amazing live stream here from our Linux headquarter, building one of the best developer first professional Linux distribution, cross-compiling everything from ARM to x86, and today making Clang default systems even better. Our release, our long-awaited release, again slightly delayed because we had some small showstopper bugs, mostly as per usual cost upstream, and of course I actually got enormous feedback. Like, I got the most feedback of release testing ever. There's some from completely new people, out of like high-profile people who actually found our Linux distribution for recurrent quality reasons, and for the last 14 days, every day, and I got nearly like 2 or 3 reports like, hey, why is this like that, and can you make this better, and that would be amazing. It's like, and so while I wasn't live streaming because I was also on travel and stuff last weeks, every day, as you see from subversion history, there is even still, as per usual, also the wrong copy. There is even some stuff not yet committed. Micro optimizations, usability improvements, QEMU, Serial Console, Spark, Hewlett Packard, even those amazing people who constantly basically installed T2 on everything they had, and then some virtual machines and containers, because they fall in love with it. They even found that our HPPA 64-bit release didn't have bootloader code in there. Oops. And I also, as you see, you can obviously just poke on the version control history. I even unified some boot code. Previously, initially a year ago or two, we only had one grub config, and then we copied that to all new architectures like RISC-V and PowerPC and Spark and ARM. And now we had like 7 grub configs, IA64, and I even deduplicated all the grub config stuff and so on, because they even found a typo in there. So yeah. So this release will be one of the best releases obviously ever, especially after 5 years live on YouTube. And that certainly, not only do I need to rebuild all the ISOs again, because we improved Spark 64, we improved HPP 64. We had a couple of interesting updates, Linux kernel stable release, GDB, and other fun stuff. But also Clang by default. Clang, wait a second, is it even? Actually, wait, this actually should work. I'm basically testing because if you're new to the stuff, we do not only have one Linux distribution, we have one build system to build them all, to rule them all. And that means supporting glibc, Clang, Musl, GCC Clang, actually, iterations there, uslibc. And so what do we even have in the title? Maybe the title is wrong. Did I, LLVM Clang? Actually, maybe the title, actually I meant Musl. Anyway, I will fix the typo later. It also means I installed the wrong ISO actually. But anyway, this also had a bug. Let's see if that actually, so then let's actually test that. So actually I installed, what do you even have in the title there? Why is this whining? 0 frames, bitrate. And welcome back everyone. I missed you all too. Fixing highly. LLVM. So yeah, I fixed that too, among other things. Let's actually see if that actually freaking works a bit, and then let's test the other stuff. So that is a fresh VM. Neo fetch. Does that even? Why does this? RCC, no such file. Oh, that is not ideal. Do we not zoom? And that is also why we do testing, right? Obviously, I try to test iterate through them, which obviously also often virtual machines. But of course, I didn't have Clang default really in production, except one, but not really. Do we have C++? Maybe not. So they should not be in GCC then, which they aren't. They should be in Clang, which they also aren't. Apparently I still have there. Okay, good that we test that. Let's quickly Clang to CC, and I believe C++ that probably was. Let's add this before we forget, before release is fixed. GCC build with. Actually, so I fixed that today before the live stream. It's basically minus this one small gap. but fix Clang default to Symlink CC and C++. Yes. Basically, if you haven't got the memo yet, running a Linux distribution is a full-time job. Does that work then? Let's see if that was out. Okay, probably running a function definition not clear, supporting C++. Okay, but that was not, this was just, let's also lure just for some excessive testing, maybe for fun, lure JIT. Okay, so far so good. And what is there? Command begin parallel not installed. Somehow it doesn't like program build system use provided to make files. I also wonder why this parallel .95, what does it? Syntax here is divided by why is, or is, does this have a, I mean this should not happen, no, this is, I'm not really sure why this happens. Okay, that is just cosmetic. Okay, so we have mostly the Symlinks lure JIT for reasons. Let's maybe build something more normal than lure JIT. Maybe I add, like, yeah, ignore the syntax error there. Probably, should I mean, okay, theoretically, Clang paste this, or just merge on new system. Syntax error. I thought previously that did work. Okay, so in general, Clang default should work, except the Symlinks can work. So Clang conf, do we have somewhere default? I had this once implemented. Here is even. Is that post make at stage toolchain? Otherwise, did I mean to do CPP maybe? So I hope I have audio right. Okay, I have audio. Okay, here we echo the stuff, so that should be 4. Wait, this is actually, this is only Symlinking. Here's toolchain, actually root arch. Should we have that? I believe that, actually wait, this is also, so it should be that, except, so because that is, the toolchain is there, so that is only Canadian cross-build or native. Maybe I just copy and pasted that wrong. But we actually, how do I do that in GCC? Fortran, CC, CXX. You know what, maybe that is partially wrong. I recently cleaned that up. This should then Symlink. Maybe we, what is maybe we, often it is not worth micro-optimizing this stuff. Maybe x equals, I mean, what do you want to micro-optimize here, right? So x equals C or C++, then link G++ and C++, otherwise Symlink that, and the same we need here, obviously. So much testing your own cleanups. this for sure we could somehow substitute the very name there, and it's probably not reverse to micro-optimize this stuff. Generating the prefix. I mean, maybe one hack would be to only like add here all non-alphanumeric, like that would be a quick hack of preserving that. But anyway. So if that is C++, then that, otherwise that, I hope that works. Sometimes the error handling is a little bit, nah. Did I, so good, but that probably means we have some arch triplet named thing there. Okay, fine, we don't. Okay, good, we fixed that. Then let's of course, having some flight here in these times, of course, some common cold or whatever. Can't recommend flying at this day and age. What you got to do, what you got to do. So, Musl. Did I probably, okay, let's try if the last build somewhat worked, because obviously I fixed a couple of things every day. So normally we have only one, that is only because I continuously test build your stuff. And then, and welcome everyone. Question there, I'm engineering, what should I learn to do coding like you? My recommendation is always look into what most interests you most, because in my opinion it's pointless if someone tells you do kernel. If you are not a low-level guy, it is pointless. Like, if you like graphics, do graphics. If you like statistics, do statistics. If you do math, do math. And otherwise, if you, I mean, I always had ideas what I wanted. Like when I was 12 or so, we wanted to write computer games with our neighbors, like probably what most people would do, like 10. And then with like 15 or 14, 15, we wanted to write an operating system, or started to write an operating system, because that's obviously what you do. So I always had enough ideas to like implement, right? With 18-ish. I mean, beside writing a scanner driver, say in a Vision for, in the meantime, 400 or 300 drivers. But then we also started a studio application, right? A sound recording, GSMP. You still find some leftovers there. Mentioned a couple of times, we produced 2 or whatever CDs with that, like in our garage there. That wasn't 20 years ago. So, I mean, my friend and I and neighbors, we were never short of ideas of what we could program, right? So that is why. But leave in the comments below, right? If you have what you use. I mean, some people just want to do what brings the most money. Then don't do open source. Maybe do financial stuff and whatnot. So anyway, so that should be Musl. Let's see how broken that is. This, of course, installation doesn't take long. But as there, I already fixed plenty of things last weeks. There is some terminal hiccup thing. I probably should investigate it someday how that occurs there. That sometimes happens. Currently learning Android development. What you're doing is just very cool. Yeah, happy to hear that. I mean, it's kind of sort of open source, like general open source and Linux distribution development. I mean, yeah, but I would. Android is. I'm not sure if Android. I mean, as I said, do what you find the most interesting. Yeah, also some graph character blurs there. I just would always be. I would learn general concepts first and like vendor implementation, because Android is very Google only. Like you can only do Android with that, right? Like similar to iOS. But that is actually a curse of this modern stuff. Like decades ago, we had only C. Sure, we had my Windows 32 and GTK and Qt and whatnot, or Motive. God forbid Motive. And now we have Did this install with this terminal hiccup? So yeah, that is of course whatever you touch nowadays. Excuse me, whatever you touch nowadays will be vendor specific, which obviously sucks a bit, but. One day I need, yeah, so there was, in the future, so that we are now in such an amazing state that we can build 34, whatever. I'm slightly wondering, I have two, like 33 or so, 33, 34 build variants of all the stuff with glibc, then some uslibc, like those who only support uslibc, and Musl just for testing and stuff. I wonder if we should add a second Clang. So I built two Musl, x86 and ARM64, like the most common. I wonder if I should also add ARM64 Clang just for real and most stressful excessive cross-compile testing. It basically doesn't cost me really much, except if it, I mean, it's just basically regression testing that it actually really works. Okay, is that even exact? All right, probably, so is it fully installed except this terminal? Didn't reset and this is just stupid. So that probably, I hope that fully works. I probably should move kexec, here Clang build kexec, that is currently not very hyped to do. That is actually a little bit annoying. Maybe I actually should investigate why that doesn't work. For some reason I actually, like, yeah, the thing is, like, if each, even if it's not that many one last things left, if each takes 30 minutes easily or even more, then like, yeah, you already had half a day or yeah, you maybe even a day of work. It's like, yeah, should subscribe, Patreon, GoFundMe and all the other fun stuff. So this probably will not work, building stuff natively with this Musl, because that's actually what I just, by the way, maybe I should fix the title while we are at it. So because this getconf thing is not there, that is, I mean, we could check that. So yeah, this, otherwise it builds except those warnings. That's exactly what I wanted to quickly do. How many 87 characters? Let's just put Musl here. We did as usual, everything. So that is extremely silly, in my opinion, that like out of the box stuff, like currently out of the box open source stuff, does not just work. Oh wait, let's cancel that. Good that we catch that. I wanted to check, so I quirked that today. GCC one, we probably only need that for, which is this even the X. So that is new code from today, when I debugged it also for half an hour. This nonsense here. But we did export stage, exact. Yeah, let's comment that out. We need something from that. So what I would like to know is which of those we actually need. So let's see if just setting this fixes it. Because earlier when I debugged that and found that in the makefile, because like out of the box, no surprise, Free Software Foundation release quality, Clang, GCC does not build with Clang as a system compiler for stupid reasons. So Musl, we need this getconf. Let's maybe quickly check how otherwise full-featured that works. So that is getconf. We added that recently to query the processes things here, the threads, and online here number of processes. Let's see if we can build ATTR, other fancy, maybe even lower JIT. So that is Musl, right? So earlier we took a quick test spin and look at LLVM Clang as the default system compiler, which most Linux distributions use Free Software Foundation, GNU's, GCC. Okay, that somehow does not work. Okay, we have CC. What is CC? Why does this not unknown archive error? Okay, that is even, wait, what did I even, oh right, this is actually a pure Musl. What pure Musl should, this actually is GCC. Why does ATTR not work? Okay, let's try something even more simple. So that's of course the difference, right, between it built and it actually fully works. Not this location of YYLex libfl. Okay, somehow this libfl is. I believe someone reported it actually, which surprises also why I tested among other things. Let's try just some random things and see if anything builds here. Okay, this was ATTR again. Okay, somehow this is not the most happy. Okay, but this works. Why does other stuff not work? Okay, something. And yes, it's also, I wanted, like, if we already spent all those efforts to make all this stuff working, it actually should also fully work, right? Ah, wonderful winter days. So, what is exactly going on here? Could not determine, so somehow it just doesn't, what is wrong with R? Ah, this is why. Okay, so it's all the same thing. I believe someone had reported that. It isn't flex, thank you very much. It's been a while since I've seen that. Does anything, okay, issues? Oh, yeah, we have our own, like 2023. You find your own. Oh, someone else reported that. Cool. Building the following packages, probably a few other packages. Find them. Get Python. Point back to one problem seems to correct this. How to clear. You can build thing. What? You can build anything on that image because of that error before I ever get conf Musl utils. Either because real way to fix is only refill the patch libfl at the time the ISO is built from the source to use flex 2.6. 264. Wait, this is 264. Did they not? The issue arises when you use G++ to compile, which treats it as C++ instead of GCC. What? Is that even? Okay, this also, right, there's one more stupid thing. So much breakage. This is so stupid. Also. I need to install this VM with some strange term stuff for Vim to behave. LLVM. So Zoomlink 3212321. Clang ++ Musl archive hello. Okay, that probably works. Let's see. I still need to automate that. This is so stupid. Anyway, yeah, open source ecosystem, collection of bugs, regressions, and other stupid things. I'm also doing Linux kernel development. Which font are we using? This is Comic Code. Otherwise, with all this brokenness, bugs, and regressions, we need some smile on our face to make it through the day. So this getconf, what I actually wanted to do is add this getconf. Now we have the other thing. So the getconf thing is also like, why is that not like the Alpine or other Linux people package that somewhere from NetBSD. Which I find hilarious that this is not somehow in Musl proper. So iconf we also don't have, which we may. So the question is on a glibc system. That where does it come from? glibc. Yeah, so either we could just package that, what I believe originates out of the Alpine links. Like, I really don't understand why this is not upstream. Like, why the Musl, I mean, sure, the Musl people only want to ship the libc, but like, even macOS has it, right? Like, if even Apple's macOS has it, then it's like seriously. Let's see what is here with, so that is somewhere there. What is going on with this symbol? Okay, this YYLX is undefined. We have YYRep. Like, why does everything work except flex? Seriously. I mean, we could theoretically. Don't tell me it's LTO'd away. Wouldn't be the first time. Let's maybe no LTO Clang. Quick test here. That is, what did we even build? Was it even Clang? I lost overview. Oh, that was Musl. How did this break this? Wait, stop. That was flex. Let's double check that so that is generic. No, wait, this is, we double, too many builds, like, yeah, we built 34, whatever stuff. So that was a Musl, right? Musl, it should be Musl. Actually, no, Clang worked. So this is a pure Musl thing? Like, how does Musl break that? What was it? YYRep or Lex? Maybe here. YYLex. Probably don't make it that long today. Snapping a microphone through the room here. Don't want to sniff around in all your headsets all evening. That is really maybe we build with source. No, so this option sucks a little bit. Source clean, no clear, clear, because I've not done that. Like, someone else had done that 20 years ago, and yeah, probably not the most verbose, nicely named option, but it is what it is. Oh wait, what do I, wait, stop. Musl, shit, no, we disturbed our own build, very clever of us. That should, no, did I not build to flex? Maybe I should have tested more things, although probably lots of stuff easily fails. So we know we have the sources. Let's check what we got here. Actually, maybe we quickly check what we have on a glibc system. Object dumps the symbols of user lib64 libfl. Actually, wait, yylex is undefined, so then apparently okay, then probably something else. Like if this is normal, maybe that is then generated. The last time I looked into the flex was also decades ago. Cool. Let's start our VM again of probably that sort. So actually I wonder is R really usually, like the GNU archiver, is that really usually used? It really is linked with libfl. Okay, we don't have, oh no, we have there, actually there is yylex, that is really a text symbol in AR. And if we, so that is probably some sort of Lexer callback to the parsing, generated parser. What's capital T node? User bin AR. Why is this not exported here? And how many other? So that is the Musl. That is bizarre. The question is how many other binaries are down. How did I start this? QXL. Okay, QXL. Then we can. If I find my spicy. Was it that one? Yes, no, maybe. Connection failed to connect. Oh, this is also the IP address changed. Okay, so X comes up, Xterm comes up. Firefox. All right, I've seen that. So they don't even have, they don't have LD config. I think I had that also has so much things on my to do. Like would be so nice for a change if like everything or something just freaking works TM right. Maybe we just need user. What even was it? Musl. Actually, I also renamed that. The next ISO will just have Mozilla and not Mozilla.org because it got too annoying for me. But still doesn't work. So needed by. I'm not sure what there does not. Oh wait, this is also stop. This is wrong. Does this work then? No. But so opt Mozilla lib Firefox. So this, I mean, yeah, implementation defines stuff of. Does this work around this? I mean, it actually, to be fair, I believe that's probably the first time. Oh, I was going to call him so much. Okay, that did not went that well. And why not? Probably should be opt Mozilla lib. I mean, it doesn't have. I mean, yeah. So probably we need to debug the build of, so that is bin utils, Firefox bin, oops, reading symbols from, what, did I call them, please? Probably rebuild with debugging symbols, thank you very much. That also columns. Why does we surely have run the post install stuff, do we? And they should have been run shared mem info and TDK. Why does this fail? That's unfortunate. Maybe. I believe probably this doesn't work, so maybe we need GNOME. This could be why Firefox also segmentation faults. Oh no, it's still segmentation faults. Guess one more thing to debug. Man, so much brokenness. Maybe some patches to steal from Alpine Linux or so. So we could simply try so this is bin utils. Oops, we can actually have fat LTO x86 and no LTO Clang. I think this is a little bit LTO fragile, to be honest. No LTO Clang. I mean, maybe if we call that too broken and just no LTO for now, and that wasn't flagged then by bin utils. Maybe that is really LTO, but why would it be differently link time optimized away with Musl versus questions over questions? Yeah, there's always one more thing, right? Which is sure, we don't need to release 34 variants, although to be fair, most of the work is not Itanium or DEC Alpha. Most of the work is actually the general stuff of general Musl to work on x86 even. So if we would only support 3 variants, like sure, we could do it like Red Hat and only support 1 variant and call it a $20 billion Linux distribution. But most of the work is not the 30 CPU architectures that are already ported, standing on the shoulder of these previous giants, but this non-mainstream Musl stuff. I also wonder why, like after years, if not a decade of the Musl libc and Clang, why more of these fixes are not upstream, but no. It is what it is, recurrently regressions and bugs and stuff. So x86, that was Musl. Let's object dump the symbols of AR, and now we have a, wait, why is, now we have YYLX. Let's boot with a hack. Let's, because I don't, let's, we don't need a true hack. The hack would be, what I otherwise sometimes do is, if I only want like one file, I attach just the file as CD-ROM or so. But we can also do like QEMU CD-ROM and then your bin utils tarball. It's like, But because that would save us all the regeneration stuff here. But we have an epic thread wrapping Ryzen system, so ISO, we had Musl, so but then I would have had to change the run cumulative thing for now. So then we have again done a couple of things. That was what even was it here? That is Clang. I wonder then if x86 user bin, do we have CC now? What did I... Oh wait, this is also too many bits. Clang. Okay, we have that now. Wonderful. One bug fixed. Only 300 more to go. And so we need to unpack that media. So we could of course debug, like if that is the case, we could of course debug by GCC's optimizing this way, but I don't have a day of 8 hours or 16 hours of work of debugging such shenanigans. So just disabling LTO link time optimization for me is like, it looked already like if there's already x86 fat LTO and Clang no LTO, then I guess we could call it to LTO broken. And now it works. And so what I actually wanted to do is quickly package this getconf thing here, which we also need. But all the time, of course, went like 40 minutes here, 40 minutes there. At the end of the day, you have a working news distribution. So let's see if we can now build something like anything. So of course, but you need to test all of this, right? To summarize that, the takeaway, okay, now that works. So that is etc etc config. Let's double check that we're putting the right systems. That is generic x86 Musl and stuff. Good. And so let's also check a TTR, ACL, and maybe BTOP, because we feel adventurous, because we're feeling lucky. Question there, what distribution are we working on? We are of course working on neither of those. We're working on our own T2 Linux distribution, supporting way more than those. We support everything from ARM to x86 over Spark, HPP, RISC-V, glibc, uclibc, Musl, theoretically a little bit diglibc in systems, but we mostly given up on diglibc for reasons. Okay, BTOP fails, but that could be BTOP's fault. What do they... okay, there's some use of collects that invalid use of incomplete type collect stat VFS stat. So that's probably, we probably could, so that is a genuine upstream bug that we recurrently encounter. I also wonder whenever they will release a new version here. It's also long overdue already. And yeah, it's a year ago for whatever reasons. All right, we don't have that because we built in TempFS. That would be default config keep on error. ACL also failed. So that would be the general stuff of general Musl fixes that should be upstream but aren't. Invalid use of struct dir and like why freaking ACL doesn't build? Like are you drunk, folks? What drugs are you on? Have you not got the memo that there is Was it even ACL or ACL? Like, is there a new freaking version? I mean, the thing is that a lot of those Free Software Foundation people and other friends in Ferrari 2021, like, hey, also pro tip, can you release early and often? It's like, for sure there are some fixes since 2021, right? Yeah, but whatever. So patches welcome. I will try to quickly, like, is this quickly patchable by removing 64? Because Musl doesn't do the 64 stuff. There's basically, we were created after the large file name 64-bit stream position stuff. So let's not do this 64-bit postfix shenanigans. Let's see if 1082, if that, I mean, so normally you would check for that and stuff. There's more. Did I not just? Is that not source Linux btop collect? Ah, darn. We have more 64 things here. So normally you would check for that, or like if they have, like, I would normally not check for that, but if they have Musl and then not, but stuff. But what I do, because that is obviously also, I believe that's a little bit nonsensical. I checked that previously. The Musl people, the Musl people, don't have a feature macro test thing like GNU stuff, because they basically say write standard conformant code and like don't do glibc, BSD, Musl trickery. So last time I checked, there was not a if dev Musl libc stuff. So yeah, whatever. I mean, we could do if, I mean, the question is if GNU libc is defined. But anyway, I don't waste my time with such stuff. I simply patch that conditionally. So that would be fix file diff hotfix patch Musl or hotfix. What was it? Stat whatever 64 patch Musl. That was stat VFS. Oh, so mistype that. Nah. Hot fix stat VFS 64 stat VFS stat VFS stat VFS stat VFS. I mean, it's surprisingly little for such a probably quirky code base. Excuse me. I go home in a minute and make me some tea. Ginger lemon tea it will be today. In case you were wondering, let's get some open source developer worthy tap water. And also questions there. So T2 is only dev environment. Can I daily drive it? Of course, I daily drive it since 1998. It was and is and remains the best Linux distribution with increasingly more fans. You have Firefox, you have LibreOffice, you have 5,000 plus packages even for ARM, RISC-V, PowerPC, Spark, even Super H and other some good stuff. So because we want to increasingly be even more professional, let's include the error message for extremely good style, which is here. It's like either incomplete. Let's the error message. So I mean, one is enough, right? We could include even more. I mean, should we? I mean, okay, we could. You know what? Let's include even more. Let's hope it copy and pastes. Like, as long as it copy and pastes nicely. So just the next person who needs to merge that and so on actually has an idea what was going on there. I think it even copy and pasted nicely. Let's image that again, and then it's like, yeah, enormous progress, right? I actually wanted to live stream a couple of times the last 10 days I was away, but it was just too hectic and stuff. And then once the Starbucks was on fire, like it's it's like, yeah, once I, in the middle of the time, it's like now I live stream and then bloody Starbucks burning. Yeah, it is what it is. So BTOP, and it's like, okay, fine. It's like, yeah, we don't do it. So UTF force. I wonder if, okay, so in general it works. Amazing. We could Tmux that probably. Okay, that even looks even more amazing. This is Braille or whatever, or similar such. Oh, this is still not the right locale though. And for that we would, I wonder if, I think Musl might not support that many. I've actually not chosen one in glibc that just works. I wonder if that actually is also not, where was it here? Where we had the locale. Okay, let's just. This is, I believe, nearly the only thing Musl anyway supports. Okay, that is not there. Let's. What does BTOP? I think, we didn't export that, maybe. Is that even the right define? Okay, that might have been the right define. No. Okay, that is, okay, this is just because we inherited from the system defaults wherever that is saved. So C, that obviously needs some improvement, like small things. No, it looks correct. So yeah, maybe it doesn't need locale def. I believe it's kind of sort of nearly the only. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's like, details. Who cares about locales? Anyway, so it looks amazing, works amazing, might work. So that is BTOP. So the usual stuff we start like, I mean, hey, we have done some stuff, right? Clang default, Musl stuff, even fix BTOP for Musl. So what fix BTOP for Musl? Let's see. That should be fine. That should be that one for some. Password entry as usual. I hope you enjoyed this, learned something. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Maybe GitHub sponsor or Patreon. So Musl is mostly missing then this getconf, then it might be kind of sort of nearly production ready except Firefox or GTK. It's like, yeah, okay. But obviously in even more amazing shape. What did SSID somehow was not running for reasons? Maybe we didn't. Maybe I didn't generate hostkeys. Okay, so okay, that also. Okay, so that is what we test build. Then it needs more than that. Let's maybe try GCC for target. Let's see if that is enough, because I don't want to over export variables there that we don't need. So let's give that a try. Clang build fix Clang default symlinks image. What else? So that is meme package in some way, shape, or form. Musl getconf. I'm somewhat inclined. So Alpine or other Linux distributions have this Musl utils package with getconf, whatever the other thing was, and iconf. And I'm somewhat inclined to just package that to Musl itself, like to have that built within the Musl libc, because it's also part of glibc, and it's like, I don't like those random glue packages of shipping some extra stuff that's not in there. So yeah, that is nice to have. What was also nice to have? It's nice to have. What is it? Okay, maybe I take a look into that sooner or later. So I had tested that boots in QEMU. Stream is installed. So yeah, that I really need to take a look at. Somehow the PowerPC stuff didn't just boot on Apple. All the other, maybe I should check that actually while at it. This I recently touched but needs final verification. That might be only Spark. Spark 64 v9 only potentially, maybe. And default SOX play does not. Nah, that's also nice to have. I mean, it's obviously not a showstopper that is bloody abandonware of that SOX doesn't play by default. Hack up cross control. Okay, that is longer. Okay, that would be nice to have a thing, and I think I newly add like you solve 5 things and you add 5 new things, right? Like with this, like why with 100,000 developers of 10,000 open source packages and 2,000 34 Linux distributions, I really wonder why everything is not super top-notch polished upstream. Like yeah, like many of the things, but also one more thing is like patch Musl. I need to check, maybe I've done that. Patch Musl LE SO conf codes. I need to check if I had done. Okay, this still doesn't work. Interesting. Do we really need? So that was GCC for target, arch target, GCC, CC. Maybe we need both. Can't make this shit up, it's ridiculous. Let's try that again. I believe it built, is it the right? So Clang, no, it should be. I just built earlier with it. Anyway, so that's that. Right, Musl, did I patch that already? Glob, oh no, that is something else. Ah, here's LDSO Glob. No, I patched that actually. Wildcard expansion Glob patch for Musl. No, I've done this. Okay, no, then I can take it off of what to do. I only need, but I can change this to, it's like, okay, I've done that, but then it's not working for some other reasons. So debug GTK and Firefox on Musl. Yay! Oops. Wait. GTK and Firefox on Musl. So much to undo. Anyway, that's basically it for today. We're getting there. It obviously will be the most amazing release ever, especially with soon probably 5 intense years live on YouTube, new feedback, and like all those detailed new feedback is certainly super amazing. Have a good day night, stay healthy, and I hope to see you soon for all the release party to come.